Church of the Transfiguration, Gadoa, has graduated its 2020-2021 class of Equipping the Saints discipleship students. The ceremony held at the conference hall of the Episcopal House, Wuye, Abuja, also featured a book presentation titled In the Time of Pestilence, a Pastoral Approach, authored by Reverend Canon Emmanuel Imahai and co-authored by Lady Mary Tianye. ACNN News correspondent Carolina Tumbe has the details of that report.
Equipping the Saints ETS, which is geared towards establishing the School of Discipleship, awarding postgraduate diplomas and other distinctions in consecrating, charging, and sending forth ministers on evangelism and discipleship, is to fulfill the Great Commission, hence the need for the ceremony. Being the second of its kind in Abuja, the 36 graduates made their solemn declaration as award of excellency in performance were given to them. In their separate remarks, Primate Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion, His Grace the Most Reverend Henry Ndukuba, represented by Venerable Yemi Fatosi, and the President of ETS, Pastor Robinson Oluyemi, among others, charged the graduates to sustain the teachings fulfilling the promises of God.
Whatever it is that God has assigned for you to do for Him, that is the cross. Live daily in obedience to that call. And I pray that as we do this, and we choose daily to follow Him, we will see His power, we will experience great exploits, and we will bring glory to His name.
Equipping the Saints ministry is playing in the body of Christ. He is to equip the saints everywhere. We are supposed to equip the people, all the people that have been brought forward. Once you give your life to Christ, you are a potential candidate.
In his word of encouragement, the General Secretary, Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion, Venerable Paul Dajo, urged the graduates not to be afraid, but be committed to doing the work of God.
You have been trained. You are qualified to raise disciples and to teach them what you were taught. Because what was committed to you were the true words of Christ. They were the words of encouragement. They were the words of life. So hold on to it, pass it on, and let those you will train also bring others. So I'm expecting that by the grace of God, the next class of discipleship under our vicar would be larger than your class.
High point of the ceremony was the book presentation titled In the Time of Pestilence, a Pastoral Approach. The author speaks and others share their view on the day.
The book launch is just a product of discipleship. Why am I saying a product of discipleship? During the time of lockdown, people were just at home. The world was just surprised that yes, people could just be at home and nobody is going anywhere. Even the world power were affected. But then the primates came out, sensitized the priests in the Diocese of Abuja, and told us to launch out to ensure that we keep the members, the sheep, fed on a daily basis. And that's what brought about the daily messages I was sending every morning during the lockdown that brought about the book we are having today.
Used him tremendously well as an instrument, as a vessel, in this end time, to propagate and to, disciple, believers who will have a mind of their own, who can be able to face the world out there.
Matter of fact, the Great Commission that God has told us all to be part of, that's what we actually are graduating from today. Because
in everything we give thanks to God, but of course with it comes more responsibility.
I am Carolina Tumbe reporting for ACNN News.